Good evening and welcome to another episode of On the Sofa. I'm Monia and I'm joined tonight again by Susan.
No.
It's really hard to believe that we are now in December already. We're sure you'll agree it's been quite an eventful year, just for everyone, really. So we thought it'd be a wonderful idea to start the festive celebrations a little bit early. So Christmas Day will undoubtedly be a quieter one this year, but what better excuse to cosy up at home and to really go to town with your festive decorations. So that's what tonight is all about. So I know we've got a few people joining us already. So hello to Thelma and Roger in Germany. It's nice to have you back with us.
Welcome. Okay, so Christmas, is a time when everyone wants to create beautiful surroundings for their loved ones to admire and enjoy. So tonight we are going to be focusing on Christmas table decor. You can maybe see we've come prepared. We've got quite a lot behind us here. And we're going to be sharing our top tips and favourite product picks. Obviously, these are going to be tartan, so prepare yourself. Hopefully by the end of tonight's episode, you'll see that the simplest of techniques can have the biggest impact when it comes to creating a beautiful and eye-catching Christmas table. So first up, we are going to focus on colour. So deciding on a colour scheme first and foremost is a really good way to help you visualise how your Christmas table will look overall, and also help you to pick the products that you will put on your table. Where possible, we would always recommend opting for reusable items, which can be adapted year on year to suit various design schemes. What's great about our tableware here that we've got tonight is that it's incredibly hard wearing, machine washable, which is super handy for any spillages, and with so many colourways in each design, you can select a different colour to draw out year on year. So it means, that year on year you've got maybe a different focus.
Keeping it fresh.
Yes, exactly.
So hello to Kay joining us tonight, and also Tara. And we've got Diane in North Carolina as well. So thank you for joining us tonight. Let us know your tartan preferences for your Christmas table. So red, green and gold are sort of the most traditional Christmas colours. They're warm and strong and provide a really striking festive effect. So if you're going to go for the traditional look, then we would suggest going for Black Watch Modern and Stuart Royal tartans. So you can see just behind Susan here.
Which is this one here.
Perfect.
Black Watch Modern.
And then the tablecloth we've got on there is the Stuart Royal as well. So it's actually my favourite combination, and it's what we've gone for in our shop display as well. So if you popped in to see us in the store, then you'll see our big tableware display that we've got. So we do have plenty in stock of these two tartans for the Christmas rush. So do head over to our website or contact us if you'd like some help placing an order. There are, of course, many other options for the red and green tartans, which can be made to order. And if you want to just stick with one tartan rather than combining a few, then I'd suggest going for Stuart of Atholl Modern, as it includes both colours. So Anna's got that on screen there, just if you want to keep it a bit more simple rather than mixing and matching.
And it's really fitting for Christmas as well.
Absolutely.
It's super festive, which we like. Lovely. So we're moving on to silver and white. So very clean and contemporary colour combination. And the simplicity just allows you to really go to town with eye-catching table decorations. Our eye-catching tartans, such as the Stuart Dress Modern and the Gordon Dress Modern, are an ideal choice. So Monia is showing you those now. And we would advise adding them in the form of the table runner that we have here, and also some napkins. You'll probably see when we've got the white backdrop on it as well, but they fit in well if you already have sort of silver and white as your sort of main colour theme, because they add a really sort of exciting splash of colour.
Absolutely. Hello to Trish in Ontario as well. Getting a lot of people all over the world today, which is really nice.
Lots of people, I think, getting into the Christmas spirit quite early, which is understandable as well.
Definitely.
So I think it's all good. It's all very nice.
Got your tree up, getting ready for the table now. Oh, and we've also got Alison in San Francisco as well. Hello, Alison. Hello. So we also love a blue and white winter wonderland sort of themed table. So that's another option to go for. For this colour theme, then I would suggest a few different tartans. You can choose your favourite. So things like Napier Modern, Earl of St Andrews, Clark Ancient, or Stuart Blue Dress, which Anna's brought up on the screen there. And that just creates a really calm and subtle table for Christmas Day. Again, these can fit in as a table runner over a white tablecloth, or you can alternate napkins with one of the blue and white tartans and then just a plain white as well. So if you just want to mix and match a wee bit, then a plain white goes really nicely with all of these.
Yeah. They're lovely, like nice and subtle as well, aren't they?
Yeah, if you just want to calm things down this year, which
on Christmas Day,
yeah.
On Christmas Day sounds good. Okay. So we've chatted a wee bit about colour, so hopefully we've given you some ideas for themes, but we're going to move on to the essentials. So these are the base items for your table, your Christmas table. So tablecloth, obviously very important, table runner and napkins. You might also want to consider adding table mats and coasters as well. Add to these key items such as your cutlery, glasses, plates and bowls, and you have the basics and you're ready to sort of begin putting it together and decorating.
Doing the fun part.
Other eye-catching decorations you might want to consider include a table centrepiece, which is always quite nice, candles and place cards, because they're quite a nice way to, I don't know, it's a nice sort of personal touch as well. Yeah.
Just add a bit of personality into it that way, can't you? So the table centrepiece, a few suggestions for that. So you can use things like real flowers and foliage, and especially this time of year, you can use things like holly or artificial flowers, of course, or something unusual such as a small tabletop Christmas tree, which can be really nice, or some fairy lights as well, just to add a bit of twinkle. So you can often combine a floral centrepiece with a candle, and that just creates a really warm glow on a dull Christmas afternoon or a dark evening. I think it makes everything feel a bit cozier, especially during the winter.
Oh, definitely.
So our top tip for creating a beautiful centrepiece is actually to use a garland. So we've got one here. So let's see if
I'll come around and do it. So
thank you.
I'll angle it so you can have a better look.
Perfect. So is to use a garland.
One of our garlands. So we've
that's
got some behind us as well.
Hanging up, just to... And then if you lay that flat on the table and use a large column candle in the centre, so Susan's got a nice gold candle there. And it's quite a unique talking point to the table. It's not something that most people will have, so that makes it a little bit unique for your Christmas table. And it's also quite a useful option because you can use your garland in other ways. Of course, you can hang it on your front door or even over a fireplace when you're not using it on the table. So it's quite a useful one and quite a few different options for it, which is really nice. So you can go for a tartan to complement your colour scheme, or you can choose a mixed tartan like the blue one we've got here, and that can combine a few different colours, so you can pull your colour scheme together that way, which is really nice.
Yeah, I think the good thing with the garlands as well is, if you're perhaps to go for a tartan that's not overly Christmassy, then you can use it year round. Really, it's not because it's not an actual sort of Christmas wreath, if that makes sense. Yeah, they're a bit more multifunctional. Get a lot more use out of them, I think.
Wreath is not just for Christmas.
Well, that is it. There we go. Okay, so on to style. There are many styles of Christmas table decoration as well. So it's a good bit where we get to talk about some of the smaller things on the table here. So we recommend basing your selection on your colour scheme, which you would have sort of decided on initially. For example, if you're going for a blue and white winter table, maybe try snowflake decorations and silver confetti. We've got some of our nice little tartan snowflake decorations here, which are very cute. And we have them in red as well, don't we? I'm veering off the subject of blue, but just just if you don't want blue, there's red and green as well. And we've also found as well, when we've been doing some of the merchandising in store, with the reds, that a gold plate looks really effective as well. So we've added, that's why we've put some gold into our sort of colour schemes here, just so you can see that sort of stands out as well against the patterns. Okay, so several of our favourite top tips for adding personality and style.
So first up, if you're looking to just add a touch of tartan to your existing napkins, so if you maybe got some plain ones and want to jazz them up a bit, then we do have some really lovely tartan bows that you can actually attach around your plain colour napkins.
Here, haven't we?
Yeah.
I will try not to ruin
There you
the
go.
display.
So that's
These
a
are
plain
lovely.
napkin, and
Yeah.
then that's the Stuart dress modern on the bow there. So it's got a lot of white in it, so it does tie in quite nicely with the rest of the napkin. Not too overwhelming.
So that's really nice.
And again, these can actually be used elsewhere in the home after dinner, and they can even be used as tree decorations. So if you just wanted to use them this year, then they're beautiful on the tree as well. So yeah, as Susan said, for the table here and what we've got in the shop, then we've actually used a combination of red and gold baubles as well as the Stuart Royal Snowflake decorations. And it just adds a bit of sparkle and festivity to your dinner table. And these can be added on top of a contrasting table runner to stand out. So we've used the black watch table runner, which is quite dark, and then the red and gold baubles on top. Which is really,
it just draws out some of the colour in the tartans as well, which is lovely.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we also, of course, have different coloured tartan ribbon. We've got a lot of tartan ribbon, which can be used in a multitude of ways. So I guess not just for table decorations, but yeah. So you can use this to add splashes of colour across the table. We would recommend using it to tie your napkins. You could actually, wait, Monia's got a different ribbon there for you to have a wee look at.
That's just a tartan ribbon on the tartan napkin,
which is really nice. You could add a bow, like a nice bow, onto the stem of a wine glass. We've not added it there, have we? We've got it on that one. And or even thinking about sort of on the chairs that you'll be using at your dining table to add it on there, which is really nice. We were chatting earlier and we were saying we had a customer who used a really wide ribbon as a table runner, which is quite a nice idea. It's a different way, because don't think I would have sort of thought of that initially. It's quite a nice.
I guess if you want to sort of make your table look completely cohesive, then using the same ribbon maybe across your napkins and then down the middle of the table is quite nice.
So to keep consistency with the theme, certainly.
Absolutely.
And then we were then also thinking, well, if you've got any left over, rather than waste it, we don't want to waste it, you could use it to finish off wrapping your Christmas presents.
Of course.
Which is lovely. Okay, so this is quite a fun bit. We're moving on to napkins and napkin folding. So for some of you watching, I don't know if any of you have done it before or tried it before or have any top tips, but we have a few suggestions for you this evening. So if you're feeling adventurous and want to stray away from the classic triangular napkin, why not try a fan, which sounds quite fancy, or a Christmas tree to keep guests entertained. So first up, we have a demonstration for you of how to create a beautiful fan napkin.
You have to learn how to do this, Leah, because you're on a late shift on our late night day. And people will be asking for demonstrations, so you'll have to show them when Lana goes home.
Which one's this one? This one's just the fan. The fan, yeah.
Yeah, I think the fan's quite a simple but effective one, isn't it? It's I guess when you learn to do that, then you can use it not just for Christmas, it can be for any sort of occasion.
Oh yeah, because it's not it's not overly Christmassy, so I mean it could be added to sort of any dining table.
Just adds something a bit exciting rather than, well, what I do is just do a little triangle and pop it on the plate. So,
or I tend to just roll it up and put a napkin ring around it. That's lazy. That is lazy. So we'll have to try. Definitely have to try the fan at home. I think. See if I can. Maybe a few attempts, but we'll get there.
Absolutely. And if you do want to see it again, then it is on YouTube. If you want to sort of pause it and stop and start it, which
and have a practice.
Yeah, absolutely. I think I would definitely need to do that. I don't think I could do it straight off the bat.
Okay. So next up, this one, I don't know, this one might be more of a challenge. It might be easier, I don't know, is a Christmas tree napkin tutorial. So let's have a wee look.
There we go.
Oh.
It's actually the Gordon dress modern that we've got
Yeah.
here. So give you ideas of exactly how it would look,
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah, and this one's obviously quite fun, isn't it? Just to sort of brighten up your table and really get into the festive mood.
Definitely, and maybe you know, for children as well, it's quite a nice, a more, you know, maybe like a less grown up sort of
exactly
version as well, which is, it's always nice to add a bit of fun.
Yeah, and I guess you can always like mix and match your nap. You don't have to do the same thing for everyone if you're feeling very adventurous.
Well, that would be a challenge if you found out what everyone's, I don't know, ask everyone sort of to pick an object and see if you can. But then also, you could fold. You maybe have to have sort of 6 different napkins or something, depending on how many people you had on Christmas Day.
It's, I suppose if you're in lockdown at the moment and you've got a bit of free time, then definitely
there is the time to sort of skill up with napkin folding, definitely.
Perfect your tartan Christmas trees, which is really nice. I don't think I would want to unfold it after that. Yeah. Little tartan Christmas tree.
I suppose you could fold, if you had some spare napkins, you could fold some just to add to your, as decoration, rather than having to unfold them. Lovely.
Hello to Valencia from Crail in Scotland. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Hello.
So place cards are next on the table. So of course these are optional at home, but they are becoming increasingly popular. People love the formality of a well-presented dinner at home, and creating a special place for each member of the family or friends, of course, really makes them feel special. And at larger Christmas events away from home, which probably won't be happening this year, but
hopefully next year.
Well, hopefully, yes. They are essential so that people know the most appropriate place to sit. But here in Scotland, we're allowed up to 8 people at the Christmas dinner table. So I think that that's a nice number.
Place settings, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. So to keep your tartan theme, try using our heart decorations as a beautiful way to display your place name. So Susan's got an example there.
Bring it closer so you can have a wee look.
So of course you can get different tartans on those just to match your colour scheme. Or you could of course match your guest's family history or personality with different tartan options, so you don't have to go for the same tartan over the whole table. And these again, they double up as a great keepsake that can be kept in the home all year round. So they're not just Christmassy, although you could use them on the Christmas tree as well, which is nice.
It could be a Christmas double with a Christmas bubble.
Absolutely. There you go.
Okay. We also actually have a blog post which talks you through how to make the tartan napkin, how to make tartan napkin rings, which are really easy to make. So you know, if you're wanting a sort of quick and easy way, and it's a really lovely, effective look as well. So you don't need much fabric, and you can mix and match your tartans. If you want to be really clever, have a specific tartan for each guest or family member. So a really good project for the kids if they are going to be home. Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely. There you go. So we've also got a few decorations that we have in the shop as well. So they are exclusive for the shop, but I'm sure that if you spotted them on here and really liked them, then we could ship them to you all over the world. So we've got a stag head on our glass over there. So they're all in the Stuart Royal tartan, which again is just really nice and Christmassy. So you can use them to decorate your table, or you could can of course just use them as tree decorations. So that's the stag head, but you've also got Highland cows as well, and little presents.
Very lovely. Pop that back on.
Perfect.
Just fall off. Okay, so we're moving on to, well, it's all been fun. So we're moving on to the fun bits, but it's all been fun so far. And obviously Christmas should be all about fun and having a good time. So Christmas crackers are a huge tradition in the UK and have been for many, many years. Come in all shapes and sizes and colours. So you can choose smaller saucer crackers or go for the larger crackers with the good old usual suspects of hat, a really bad joke, and a gift that you sort of never use ever again.
Little spinning top or a pencil. My brother actually made his own crackers last year, and he thoroughly enjoyed writing his own terrible jokes. So that was a bit of a highlight at our dinner table, pulling the crackers and reading the shocking jokes that
Were they
he
terrible?
wrote. They were absolutely
quite-
terrible.
yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
he lived up to the cracker Christmas joke.
Okay.
So if you can't find the ideal crackers to match your theme, then you can always get some plain ones and add a bit of tartan
Yeah.
ribbon around the ends, and it just makes sure your table's really nice and consistent. So like
Done that, yeah.
Susan's done on that one. So we just got some gold crackers, and then we've added appropriate coloured ribbon on the end. So again, if you're using ribbon throughout your table, then that's quite a nice little touch as well.
Exactly. And that's a thicker one, but we also did just so to show you sort of variety and sort of different things that you can do. We're going for a thinner one here. So yeah, depending on sort of what you like, what colours you like, there's sort of the world's your oyster, really, isn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And because this year has not really gone to plan, then it's really nice to go to town at Christmas and make it a bit more of a celebration.
So, definitely.
So my family actually also has a tradition of doing table presents before every dinner at Christmas. So this year we're still planning to do it, although it's going to be a video call. So we're going to have to ship the presents and then just open on screen
That's
at the
nice,
dinner
though.
table.
That's
So
really nice.
we're still finding a way. So if you did want to include a little small table gift for each guest, then things like brooches for ladies and bow ties for men are really wonderful and can be, again, very personal. So you can customize your table gifts, again, just to suit the table, or you can choose family tartans for a really personal touch and just personalize that to each person.
Yeah.
And a little note about each clan tartan that you've chosen will really finish off your gifts and keep your guests busy reading and learning. And it gives you time to have any kitchen emergencies or to be running a bit behind schedule.
Keep them occupied.
Yes, I think we've all been there.
Yeah. And also for all the pet owners out there as well, animal lovers, we're thinking about giving gifts to our loved ones. Don't forget about the dog. We have here Truffles is modelling our doggy bow tie. So yeah, you could tie that into your table decor as well. There we go.
Suitable for cats and dogs and Highland cows.
Yes, and Truffles the cow. Definitely.
So those are all of our styling tips for tonight for your Christmas table. So we do have a few questions. First up we have, can you embroider napkins? So yes, you absolutely can. The option is not on the website. So if you do want an embroidered napkin and some initials or Merry Christmas or anything, then please do email us or call us if you'd like that, and we can arrange that for you.
Rebecca in Florida asked us, so it's a good one, is whether or not we could embroider a Gaelic phrase on a stocking. The answer is yes, but obviously we would recommend check the spelling. So just check the spelling, but that's no problem at all. We can do that. Absolutely.
And we've got our stocking here as an example. So your embroidery would be across the top here, just at the red bit where that is there.
Yeah. Okay. We had another question about our tablecloths, and that was just asking us what they are actually made from. So our stock ones are made from polycotton, and our custom made tablecloths are made from 8-ounce wool.
So all of our Stuart Royal, Black Watch, and the Gordon here, that's all polycotton. Cool. And we've asked our last question is, can I have tablecloths and table runners in different sizes? And of course you can. We have 3 different stock sizes, so do have a wee look on the website and see if any of those are suitable. But if you would like a specific size, something custom, we can do this. You'll just need to contact us and tell us what you are after. And again, we quite often get asked if we can do oval and circle tablecloths, but again, these will have to be custom made, so the prices for these will depend just on your measurements and what you require for your table. So, and we've been asked again there, are the tablecloths and runners machine washable,
Yeah.
and yes, they are. And both the polycotton and the 8-ounce wool is, so it's nice and lightweight.
Yeah,
and
so it's
it's
super handy, especially when it's on a dinner table as well.
absolutely. I mean, I am rather clumsy myself, so I know the importance of washing your table linen.
Definitely.
So there is still time to order your custom-made tableware in time for Christmas. So have a wee look, choose your colour scheme, and see what you want to go for, and get in touch with us. And Tara is saying that she's been inspired with all of our tips.
Oh,
so
that's
thank you,
lovely.
Tara. I'm very glad. And
Yeah.
let us know what colour you're going to do for your Christmas table. We always like to hear.
Good to see photos as well.
Absolutely. Send us pictures.
Please do, yeah.
So Tara's actually asking if you can have cushions to match your tablecloth, and yes, we can. You can do the full homeware in your chosen tartan. So you can have some cushions for the chairs as well, just to match your table run or your tablecloth. You can really go to town and make your whole room, if it's a dining room or anything, just really match in, which is lovely.
Brilliant.
Perfect. So if you do have any more questions, then please do comment below, or you can always email us or call us as well, and we'll do our best to help you out. So thank you for joining us tonight to learn all about table decor and styling. And like Susan said, please do send us photos and let us know how you style your Christmas table. So thank you and good night.